say it again. Just 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 say it again. You've been trying not to need someone, but you'll always be alone in the end. And if you wanna take a chance on us, I'll take care of you like nobody can. And I've been waiting for all this time to find a way to make you understand. It's kept me up for all these sleepless nights. I just wanna hear you say it again. Just say it again. Just say it again. Just say it again. Just say it again.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So what you just saw was just my morning routine. I started my morning with some nice green tea with lemon, apple cider vinegar, and I threw a little bit of cayenne pepper in there this morning. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that this is one of my favorite combinations. I have this almost every single morning. Green tea, lemon, and apple cider vinegar. It is just so good for you. I seriously recommend it. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm going to pop that in around here, probably right here. So you can go ahead and follow me over there and you'll get to see more of that fun stuff. Then I started my morning today with yoga at 7 a.m. I think this is just a really great way to get your body moving, stay active. It's just one of those important things that I like to incorporate in my day. I'm really aiming to incorporate more yoga and more Pilates at least 3 to 4 times a week at 7 in the morning or maybe in the afternoon. But I like to work it into my schedule, and that's usually when I'm the least busy. Then during the day, I have all my work to do, and I really feel if I put it off, I'm not as motivated to do it as if I start it first thing in the morning. And then I go and I get out of class and I just feel refreshed and ready to take on my day. So as you can probably tell from the title of this video, I recently got lab work done. So why this is so important to me is because vegans get so many questions regarding if we are receiving enough vitamins, enough minerals, if our blood levels are where they should be. So I just went ahead and got that done, and I got the results back. So I just wanted to share with you what that was like. So I went ahead. The doctor was nice enough to give me a copy, and I had these done on the 12th of January, and everything came back within range except for 3 values. So the 3 values that were out of range when I had this blood work done was my calcium, protein, and albumin. And those were just slightly out of range. So the doctor ordered another set of lab work. So that's what I'm going to go pick up from her. Tomorrow is my follow-up appointment. I already had the lab work done. I'm going to pick up the lab results tomorrow, and she is going to go over those with me, see if everything has stabilized or if there's still some concern there. So that's that information. And I was really surprised that everything was so great. I was almost like nervous that she might say that something was out of range or my levels weren't where they should be, but all of my vitamins and minerals were all within range. Those unfortunately are not on this paper, but she did show them to me. My B12 is fine, which is usually the one that is of most concern with vegans. So that's really, really great. And I'm so happy to hear that because, of course, it is my health. And I want to know that what I am putting into my body and what I am encouraging others to also put into their bodies is something that's going to be sustainable and that you can maintain and that you will be healthy and properly nourished, which is the most important thing. So aside from that, I also went ahead and visited a dietitian. So this has been something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time because I just wanted to touch base with a lot of the information and misinformation that I've received with a dietitian. And I basically just let her know what I include in my vegan diet, and which is basically just fruits and veggies, everything natural. I try to keep it as organic and as raw as possible because I feel like that way you can get the most amount of nutrients out of your food. So I shared that with her. I shared with her basically a what I eat in a day scenario, and what she recommended was that I just include more legumes in my diet just to be sure that I am receiving the proper macronutrients in my diet, just to make sure that I'm having a balanced diet going forward. So, with that, I just felt so inspired to make for you guys a 5-bean chili recipe. So, I just went ahead and made that on Sunday. I made a big batch of it so that I would have it throughout the week to make sure that I am taking her consideration into my week every single day. So every single day I should have a good serving of beans, and it's of course 5 different beans, so there will be different nutrients that each one will provide, and that should help balance my diet more. So without further ado, we'll hop right into that video.
The first thing you want to do is combine 2 cups of diced onion and 1 cup of chopped carrots. Go ahead and let that boil for about 10 minutes or until it is nice and tender. Then you are going to go ahead and add your spices as well as some kale and jalapeno and some tomatoes. So your spices are going to be 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder. I go ahead and buy a chili powder mix, but you can always make your own if you prefer that. And of course, 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. And go ahead and combine that with your 4 cups of kale, 1 whole jalapeno nice and diced, and your 2 cups of diced organic tomatoes. Go ahead and let that simmer for about 2 minutes before adding your 5 beans. Make sure you wash your beans before using them. I just used canned beans here, but you can always cook your own from scratch. Then let that simmer for 45 minutes.